Do I have to sit back again? Do I have to do all this over every single time I'm going to start a video? Okay, we're going to go with it. Welcome back. How are you? Welcome back. How are you folks doing today? Get away from me. Fantastic. I trimmed a little bit. I think I'm gonna trim this off, and I'm slowly gonna work into just a goatee for a little bit, and then maybe nothing. I don't know. Maybe I grow it back. Who knows? I don't know what I'm thinking. So this is I almost said. I just ate a cookie, so I had to take a deep breath. Makes sense. This is a sponsored video, sponsored by YouBuyWeRush. This is Building Off-Grid Log Cabin Episode 1. Everything starts with a dream. It's true. Before we get started, if you watch me do this, click that little thumbs up. If you could do that for me, that helps out tremendously. Appreciate it. Next is, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and do that. It's just right here. You click on this button. See, I subscribe to that guy's channel. And then last but not least, you can donate to the channel through the thanks button. If you do donate, you can request a video. Now, I've had this asked, how do I request videos? You just do it in the comment section. Just in the comment section, instead of saying anything else, just say, hey, Kris, check out this video. And there you go. If you donate, you get your name sponsoring. If you don't donate, I just say this was a request, and that's it. Just a little extra perk for those who care. It also takes a little bit longer to get to if you don't donate. But I lost my list, so it'll probably be a little faster. I don't know. Okay. Now, I'm good. So now, since I'm not dead, we're going to go ahead and start this video. In 914, 913, 912, 911, 910, 909. I forgot where I was at. Let's start over. 11,419. 11,400. Did I say 19? Let's start over. 12,000. 11,999.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a really long time since I did a bigger project, but right now I decided to start with my biggest project so far. I'm gonna build my log house, and I'm gonna do it the traditional way with scribing and full logs and all of those amazing things, and I'm just so excited to start with it. I can't explain to you. Most of you people that watch my videos and are subscribed to my channel probably know me from the treehouse or the log cabin video I did, and those videos have more than 7 if not 8 million views, which is absolutely crazy. And I was thinking for a long time to build my log house. It's a dream of mine since, I don't know, since I was a kid, but I never thought I had enough knowledge and skill to start with this project. But the log cabin I built, which is not a log house, it's done from logs but in a really simple way. And then the tree house, which was a lot more difficult to build because of the height and the danger and the skills you have to know when the tree is moving so that the tree house doesn't get destroyed and all of that. That taught me a lot, not just about building, but what I can achieve if I really want to do it and if it really comes from my heart. And in the last year I've been thinking and I finally feel ready to start with this project. I know it's gonna be difficult because I don't really have much experience with building log houses. I never done scribing and putting together logs for the framing and building a roof and all of those things. I don't know much, but I will learn it as I go, and I would like to invite all of you on this journey with me. It's gonna be more like a video diary of my journey on building this log house, my mistakes, my sharing my knowledge, my experience, my failures, and everything that will come along. I have no plan or drawing on how I'm gonna build it. I have this picture and a vision in my mind of the finished log house, and that's what I'm going with. That's what motivates me. Just seeing me waking up in the log house, doing yoga in the morning, and having my space where I can grow and be creative, that just pushes me forward no matter what comes my way. I know I'm gonna do it. I just see the finish. I would be really happy to hear some of your thoughts and experiences with building a log cabin if some of you did it before. I don't really want to waste too much time on talking because I'm too excited to start with this project. And right now I have to measure the trees and select which one to cut down, and then hopefully I get the approval from forestry. If I don't, then I'm stuck at the beginning and I really don't know what to do, but as far as I heard, it shouldn't be a problem with getting the permission to cut the trees, because also I will select the trees that are like in the shade or are not growing good, and will do at the same time a good thing for the trees around, so that the other trees can grow better. And I know a lot of people will tell, oh, you cut 50 trees to build a house, but in my opinion there is no better way for the nature and for us humans than using the natural resources. And I think wood is the most natural thing you can get. After 100, 200 years, the house will turn back into the soil, and 99% of the people that have a problem with cutting trees are people who live in the city and use pretty much just plastic and all these materials. So
he's actually incorrect about trees being a natural resource. The Anunnaki put them here. If you want to make a true natural resource house, you just make it out of aluminum foil. I'm pretty sure that's all natural. That grows somewhere. Pretty sure. Right?
I was never really worried about comments you cut trees. And to be clear, I don't support clear cuts or mass destruction of the forest. I know the difference between selecting a few trees, the right trees to cut, and cutting everything. Which also sometimes, if the insects attack the forest, if you want to save the rest of the forest, you have to cut everything out, but that's another thing. Maybe I went too far from the actual log house. And I think is the best I start with the work. We'll see how the rest goes. I started searching with the idea of finding these perfect trees, straight from top to bottom, but I quickly realized that it's not gonna be so easy. Every tree has its unique curves and bumps, but probably that's what will make the log house so special in the end.
I hope he's using all natural spray paint. Came from the earth. There must be a spray paint farm where they just grow the cans.
For the logs that are around 30 to 40 centimeters in diameter, and I will need 7.5 meter long logs, and I hope to get at least 25 centimeters at the other side. That I think would be perfect. I have this tool for measuring the diameter that is probably much older than me. Working with it makes you feel like a true loghouse master. Usually I keep all the things in my head, but for a project of this size I would not like to make some miscalculations. The costs could go up quickly and I want to keep it on a budget as much as possible. Also, if I don't prepare enough logs now, I would lose a lot of time later if in the middle of construction I would run out of logs, so better a few extra.
Is that, I don't know if that's an issue with him or not.
While walking around the forest and searching for the trees that will be used for the log house, I saw a few that died probably because of the insects, and I will take those out.
So I unplugged and plugged back in, and now I'm hearing it. So I don't know if something happened. So I'm going to go back to where I last heard the... Okay. I'm just replaying this just because I don't know if the sound was me. I don't know if you heard it, but it went out on me. I unplugged my headphones, plugged them back in, and I had sound again. Could have been a coincidence. I don't know.
Much as possible. Also, if I don't prepare enough logs now, I would lose a lot of time later if in the middle of construction I would run out of logs, so better a few extra.
Yeah, it's not me. We'll just come on. I think it's right around here.
While walking around the forest and searching for the trees that will be used for the log house, I saw a few that died probably because of the insects, and I will take those out right away before it can spread to the rest of the healthy trees.
I thought he was going to do old school with like an axe. Because I was going to say, man, he's better. I don't know how he's going to get. I don't know how he's going to get started, but. What is that? Does he have equipment? I've never seen the channel. So does he have equipment? We're going to find out, but.
Don't know if it's just me, but every time I want to use the chainsaw, I first have to fix something, even if the last time I used it, it worked perfectly.
What is that background noise I'm hearing? Sounds like talking. Does anybody else hear that?
These trees will be perfect for the construction of the ramp where I'll be peeling the logs. I want to make a good ramp where I'll be able to peel the logs and then just roll them onto the seasoning pile that will also keep them off the ground until they dry and during the time when I'll be constructing the log house. When it comes to building a log house, I think there's no work that's easy. Some things are easier than others, but it's all quite challenging. I truly enjoy this kind of work. For me, the process of building was something I always liked, especially when it comes to building things that I've never done before. You learn so much and you even learn about yourself. Doing a project like this alone, it takes a lot of motivation and drive to go out and work every day, even when you don't feel like doing it.
How many of you would do this? I absolutely would not. No. Not a chance. I wouldn't even want to help. It would just be zero interest to me. It's cool. Like, this is something that I could watch someone do, but to experience and do it myself, nope. No. No.
You need to find a purpose behind it that is much bigger than you. Something that can change your life and remind yourself about it when it gets hard and you feel like giving up. This always helped me, no matter how difficult the situation was. next day it was raining, but I still wanted to go and cut the very first tree that will be used for the log house. This for me was a big moment. I was curious if the ramp will work, and I also still had to figure out many other things. As I'm working most of the time alone, transporting these huge logs will be a big challenge. I had to find a way that will allow me to lift logs even if I'm alone. After a bit of thinking, I came up with this simple idea of making a triangle to which I can attach the pulley system. The front end of the log is lifted by the tractor, so I just lift the other side, and in the middle of the log I would like to put the wheels.
That's pretty creative.
The problem is that from where I'm cutting the trees to the construction site is almost 2 kilometers. Dragging the log...
Is 1 kilometer 3 miles? Hold on. Bear with me. Do-do-do-do, Hey. Hold on. Kilometers to miles.
1 kilometer is equal to 0.621 miles.
The hell am I thinking of? So he's going about a mile. What am I thinking of? It doesn't matter what I'm thinking of. It has nothing to do with this video. Alright, so like I said, he's traveling about a mile. Just edit that part out in your mental memory bank.
Logs on the ground even for 100 meters is not good, and it would be a nightmare for working later on. If the gravel gets under the bark, it would ruin all the cutting tools. That's why I want to leave the logs off the ground as soon as possible. It's been more than a year since I used this tool, and I like to sharpen it every time before I use it. It makes the working much faster and easier. Well, the first meters of the bark are the hardest because it's very thick. Also, it takes a few logs to get into the flow if you don't do this for a very long time. As you move up the log, it gets much easier.
There's something so satisfying just watching that get underneath there and watching the bark come up in slow motion. Very satisfying. I love that sound.
I was really happy that the ramp works perfectly. Red sunset usually means that tomorrow will be a beautiful day. The first sun rays with the morning mist over the forest was something special. I had to take the rest of the tree from the forest. I was still surprised about how good this system works, and at the same time it's very simple to set up. It doesn't take more than 50 minutes to lift the log.
Did he say 15 minutes or 50? 50.
And at the same time it's very simple to set up.
Hold on, let me... Okay, we're just going to put this on just to see what he says.
It doesn't take more than 50 minutes to lift the log.
Wow. 50 minutes just to lift that up.
This was all I was able to do for now. I've cut just these two trees to try if the ramp is working and to figure out the transportation and all the things. Now I have to wait around 2 weeks to get the permission to start cutting the rest of the trees, so by the time I can do that I have the things figured out and I know I don't know exactly, but at least I have an idea how the things will go, and I can start working with the full speed. Even if I have just these 4 logs for now, the feeling is amazing to see the things start moving, and when I'll be able to start working with the full speed, if I do 2 logs a day, I should finish in around 2 months maximum. And I want to make at least 1 episode a month, but it's hard to promise because you never know what's the weather gonna be and what other problems will come. But I want to share when things go wrong just as much as everything is going perfect. So far so good, no big problems or complications, but I was just figuring the things out and see how everything will go. So that's all for now. And
2 logs a day. Man. I mean, it's not like I could do better. I doubt I could probably do 1 log a day if, like, we don't, it's easy to say, oh, well, but I'm not there. I don't know every single step to this process. But I can tell you, I'm already fed up with it. I would not be building a log cabin. I'm not fed up with the video. I'm fed up with the fact that I would even try to do this. Apparently the green screen is killing me. So, like, yeah, I think I have to change shirts. I thought I had the lighting figured out. Nothing's changed. Apparently I don't. All right, well, we're going to end this here. I think there's up to 3 videos that I saw. I don't know. Or is that? No, that's a different one. Anyways, until next time, have a good day, have a good night.